Elizabeth Olsen, aka the Scarlet Witch herself, was recently talking about the experiment that Marvel Studios took, taking just films and transitioning over into producing super expensive TV series, and how, since WandaVision ended up being the first one out the gate, she, along with the rest of the cast, felt like the weird cousins that were getting thrown to the side. So I think most of you know that for a long time, Marvel TV was a separate entity from Marvel Studios, and in that case, Marvel TV was actually like the weird cousin that the other family didn't want to acknowledge ever. Even though the little cousins were like, hey, we're playing in the same playground and we'll reference these things, it never really got paid back the other way. That, of course, all has changed now that Daredevil and the Netflix shows and all that's been brought into canon, but at one point, we know that Marvel Studios pitched the spin-off Marvel Studios TV series as they are as important as the film, but many people didn't believe it. Recently, Elizabeth Olsen was talking about this and about how when her TV series, WandaVision, became the first one out the gate, that she felt like the weird cousin because this was a side project that they were gambling a lot of stuff on, including the other projects that started development alongside of it, like Loki and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that their productions and how they were handling it was different than the films. So they felt like outsiders for a long time because they didn't know if they're returning for films, or are they just TV now, or is this even important to the MCU because all the other shows are actually not. And again, referencing the canonical status of Daredevil and the Defenders and all that, because at that time, they weren't canon. They didn't care about them, they were outsiders. They were Marvel television properties, and Marvel Studios didn't like that. So you can see how the tune has changed, because, yeah, the MCU projects on Disney Plus were very important. Some of them, some of the most important story details you could drop into the entire MCU, and they realized that it was a failed experiment. So they are taking a step back, but obviously they got to finish the vision, no pun intended, and the vision is to complete this arc for Wanda on TV and still feature her on films.